Message. This is for Aries placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story. Okay, so let's see what Aries placements most importantly need to know right now at this time. Okay, we got time here, waiting, cycles, and moments. So there could be something regarding your love life that has to do with time. Maybe it's not the right time. You could be there could be, you have to wait for something. Maybe there's a cycle that needs to be fully closed. You know, maybe there's energy that needs to be purged. And, you know, everything has a cycle. Everything in life, everything in nature has a cycle. And when we try to force the opposite or force or rush anything, that's when things decay, they die, they don't fully bloom. It just doesn't go well. What else? Open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So you guys, with time, you may find yourselves opening up a little bit more. Maybe there's some heart chakra work that you guys can need to do. What else here? Okay, we got shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. So somebody could be realizing that they waste a lot of time in shallow connections. Maybe like it starts off as an open heart, but then somebody gets bored or they realize the other person is really shallow, they're really empty, and then, or you can realize you're always chasing someone. Some of you guys may even feel like your love life is cursed, okay? I got that for Aquarius. You can be dealing with an Aquarius or have it in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or somebody that you're dealing with does. You may want to go watch Aquarius. What's time here? Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. So I feel like somebody's always waiting to be rejected. They're always waiting to be abandoned. This could be an irrational fear. This could even be a situation where someone abandons the other person first before they get abandoned, or they withdraw first, okay, out of fear. What's open heart? Open heart. Yeah, distance, separation, space, and blockage. Some of you guys could live at a distance from this person, or there could be emotional distance here. Again, I feel like when things start to progress with time here and somebody gets a bit triggered, they start to distance themselves, they start to turn away, they communicate less, they, you know, whatever they do, they cause space. And this is why there could be also a heart chakra blockage that someone could need to heal or deal with. And that could be why just like I told Aquarius, that could be why somebody's going through like these disappointing experiences. What's shallow? And we got finality, farewells, leave behind, and closure. Somebody could be leaving behind a shallow or empty relationship or connection, or you guys could be getting out of a cycle where you guys deal with these connections with people that are just shallow. You're always feeling abandoned, you're always feeling rejected, you can't be yourself. It's like there's always some type of emotional separation or space or gap that you feel, okay? Longing, craving, aching, and wanting. Let's see what this is about for you guys, Aries. So what's time, waiting, cycles, moments, rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear for Aries? And love, yeah, Knight of Cups. So somebody could be coming in with an offer. This could be you or this could be someone else. Somebody here could be trying to follow their heart. This could be someone that's a bit idealistic when it comes to love. They're really romantic, really charming, at least, or that's how they start out. All right, somebody could be born in February. What's open heart and distance? Open heart and distance. Okay, Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay, so there could be a new connection. Or this could be someone from your past that wants to re-spark something with you. Some of y'all could be going into a new connection, Aries. Two of Cups here. Venus and Cancer. Some of you guys have a new connection that's sparking. There could be a new interest between you and somebody, but maybe there's some type of separation. It could be like you guys live in a different city, state, borough, I don't know. Or there's emotional distance in an already existing connection. There could be something that needs to be expressed here, but I feel like you and somebody, if you haven't met this person yet, you're going to. You guys are going to be on the same page. For some of you guys, you may meet this person through a shared activity, maybe even through children with the Page of Wands here, or through shared activities. Like you with the Page of Wands, you guys may both be active. You guys both like to work out. You like to go hiking. You like to go running. You like to just maybe even participate in sports, or you guys both like to do something there could be a recreational activity that really lights you up, where you're going to end up meeting this person if you haven't met them already. Or if this is you and an already existing partner, some of you guys just need to have some bit of fun outside of the bedroom. Do something fun, indulge in your inner childs together. Yeah. What's shallow? They could bring the romance back into the situation. Shallow and finality. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag. Somebody here, you can have those placements, or you're dealing with somebody that does. Somebody could be a December Capricorn, December Sag. This could be who you're leaving behind, or this is who somebody else is leaving behind. This could be somebody's spouse, fiance, girlfriend, child's mother, whoever it is, a friend even. What's time and rejection? Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune deals with time, and the World card deals with cycles. Some of you guys, there could be something cycling out, but there's a destined offer that's coming your way. And maybe you or somebody else is going to have to walk away from whoever this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is. Yeah, this could be someone that's with this hollow, empty, and boredom. This could be someone who's shallow, they're superficial, or they care about his money, or they care about his material things. They could even be disloyal or unfaithful, very money hungry, very clout chasing. Yeah, they're not a good parental figure. They're not a good partner. They're bad with money. They can even have gambling issues, or they don't take care of themselves either. Something could even be going on with this person's health. They could be really ungrounded, insecure. They overextend themselves. They overgive. But it's an overcompensation. But what's open heart and distance? Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys may feel like somebody's disinterested in you, because maybe this person goes at a slower pace than you, Aries. And you know, Aries, y'all, when you guys know what you want, or when something sparks your interest, you just want to go right for it. You don't really see the point in waiting. You don't really see the point in taking time. It's like, okay, we both like each other. We're both attracted to each other. Why do we have to wait? Why do we got to take things slow? That may not be how somebody else likes to go about things. The Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Leo, somebody could be born in August. This is someone that, yeah, heavy Aries here. This could be another Aries, or this could be you, or this could be this person. It could be a father figure with the Emperor here, or something about, or they could be a divine masculine. Something about this person. They could be younger or older. Oh, they could be younger or older, or you are, but something about this person, they're very reliable, they're stable. They could be a great father if they have a child or children, or this could be you. This is someone that they're reliable and dependable. They work hard. They put in effort. You can depend on this person, but they take their time. This is not going to be someone that's going to just meet you and y'all going to just jump into things. They're going to be all over you, and that may have worked in the past with other connections, but where did those connections end up as? Hollow, empty, bored, people that you have to leave behind, people that you have to get closure, or you have closure issues from. You know what I'm saying? People that were unfaithful, disloyal. So don't get discouraged, or don't lose interest, or don't feel like, oh, they're not interested just because you guys meet and this person isn't on you right away. This could be someone that likes to take their time. What's shallow and finality? Or cross watcher, this could be Aries. This could be you that needs to realize that. Shallow and finality. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, somebody can have a blocked psyche. Somebody could be a bit, and somebody may either somebody's leaving behind a person like this, or this is somebody needing to leave behind these insecure ways. Something that's heavy on somebody's psyche. Yeah, somebody has a scarcity mindset when it comes to love, and maybe even when it comes to money. as well. Yeah, this could be because somebody was hurt, they were betrayed, they were backstabbed. Somebody here could have gone through third-party situations, or they could have been betrayed by friends, people that were close to them. Yeah, somebody has a guard up. It's something on somebody's psyche that they don't really, that has a big hold on them, that they've been carrying around for a long time. They may not realize it's there until they get with somebody that's more grounded than they are or than they thought they were. Cancer, Pisces here with the High Priestess, though. What's the Knight of Cups? Yeah, the Fool in reverse. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to make an offer, but somebody doesn't want to make a fool of themselves. They don't want to. This person has a very irrational fear of looking stupid, feeling stupid. Somebody doesn't want to take a risk. This could even be someone that's a bit reckless. Somebody doesn't know how to wait for a time. Somebody doesn't know how to, like, there's time, there's a place, and there's a time and place for everything. And I feel like somebody here needs to learn that so they don't make a fool of themselves. Okay? There's a time and place for everything. Yeah. What's the somebody's just really restless. Four of Swords in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles here in reverse. Jupiter and Capricorn. I feel like somebody's inflexible. They don't know how to adapt. They don't know how to go with the flow. They don't know how to deal with change with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like, I feel like somebody is just very, like, closed off. And I get it, because this could even be someone that has closed off their options. They know what they want. They're focused on something. You know, they could be focused on you or vice versa. So, but somebody has to really take things slow, and they have to wait. Or somebody's going to end up repeating a cycle from their past. Five of Cups here with those 3 cups that were in reverse earlier. They're going to miss their 2 of Cups. Yeah, and this could be trauma. Or maybe somebody is just, they're so traumatized by those type of situations. Somebody may end up fumbling the bag. I'm just going to say somebody needs to take something slow. Don't rush into anything. Be practical. Even if you have a plan, even if you're like, I'm dating to marry, you still got to go with you. Okay, and just because you're dating for a certain a lot of people be focused on the loyal and focused on the outcome. They forget the whole experience. They forget to enjoy the whole process. 7 of Pentacles. And that's why that's why things end up going haywire. People don't know how to enjoy the process. They just, the destination, that I just have to get married. I have to have a boyfriend. I have to have a girlfriend. I gotta, it's just like, yo, chill out. Like, seriously. Because you tried that in the past and clearly it didn't work. So try something else. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the 7 of Cups here. Maybe somebody's dropping their options. That's cool. For some of you guys, somebody may even, something could get even a bit messy. Venus and Scorpio here, because somebody may have a lot of options. Maybe somebody's having a hard time choosing between. Yeah, somebody can get a lot. Somebody's very insecure. It could be a woman or a man. 6 of Wands in reverse. Somebody needs a lot of attention, a lot of validation. Yeah, this person could, they're indecisive. They can't make their mind up. This person could even be, they're being enabled by family members, people around them, friends. They could be, yeah, okay. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Or something is, yeah, the King of Pentacles here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, April, Taurus. Somebody really needs to get grounded. This person could be, they're being influenced by maybe even some type of dysfunction that they witnessed growing up. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. Somebody needs to drop a burden. Somebody's going to have to move on from one thing fully and close out a cycle before they can have anything. Somebody, yeah, with this finality, farewells, leave behind, and closure, somebody needs to close out one thing first. So something is going to take time, and I feel like somebody's just impatient. They're going to make a fool of themselves again in a new relationship or a new connection because of this, because they're so impatient. They're so thirsty. I hate to say it that way, but Saturn and Sagittarius, somebody needs to move forward psychologically, emotionally first. Yeah, I feel like somebody's heart is not even open. They still battling something, some type of disappointment. some type of pain that got them all closed off and blocked off. Something that's still impacting their psyche. So what is somebody doing here? Ten of Wands in reverse. Like, come on, Ten of Wands in reverse. That's why something is blocked or is not moving forward. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. And let me tell you something. People can sense when you're not over something, when you're not over your ex, when you're not over your past, when your heart is not open. People can sense when there's like a blockage, there's an insecurity. It doesn't matter how you dress it up. It doesn't matter how you look. People can sense it. Eight of Wands here. Yeah, in order for something to move forward, somebody needs to overcome one thing first. And this just may be something that just has to cycle out with time. The Wheel of Fortune is time. But because somebody has this fear of missing out, FOMO, somebody has like a fear of FOMO. They have a fear of missing out. They have a fear of like losing their options or whatever this is. They want to rush things, and that's why it ends up being shallow. It ends up being empty. They end up getting bored fast. It blows out, the steam blows out fast. Like, somebody needs to really do some shadow work with their inner child for sure. Eight of Wands is Mercury and Sag. Some of you guys may have to travel to see this person. Somebody wants something to move forward, but they're like insecure. They have a scarcity mindset. They could even be unstable financially. So somebody's just gonna have to really take their time. They have to get their priorities together. Somebody needs to prioritize. Somebody doesn't have their priorities straight. So, what's the Eight of Wands? Yeah, the Ten of Cups here. Somebody's going to move fast and they're going to move right into something dysfunctional, or they already did. Mars and Pisces here. Y'all could be seeing 10-10. Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse. I feel like somebody's chasing more of a fantasy than they're chasing reality. Somebody's not grounded with the King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That could be a couple, or that could just be both aspects of a person. Yeah, Ace of Cups here, the Six of Swords, the King of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's still, and nobody's perfectly healed, but somebody, you have to get to a point where your past wounds are not going to impact and affect and cause your new relationships and connections to be dysfunctional. Nobody's going to be perfectly 100% healed before they move on into a new relationship, but you have to be at a certain point, at a certain threshold, or they at a certain checkpoint to where whatever's going on internally or around you will not affect your relationship. So, Page of Wands, Two of Cups. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, somebody's impatient. They're dramatic. They do things in haste. They get bored fast. Because somebody doesn't operate through their heart. They operate out of, I'm bored, or I want to have sex, or I want to, I need something to, somebody here could be an escapist even. They look at partnerships, connections as a means to it's like something's like a means to an end or a means of escape for somebody. And yeah, the Page of Wands here with the King of Wands in reverse, somebody's inner child. They end up in these very immature or childish-ass relationships, or with these childish-ass people. And it's because their inner child needs some tending to. Somebody makes decisions based on just on what excites them. And that's cool when you're young, but when you get to a certain, when you're grown, you can't keep making decisions based off of who got the best sex, or who looked the best, who do I have the insane chemistry with, and then you end up in these unstable ass relationships, these unstable ass connections, these unstable ass marriages, these dysfunctional households. Operating out of survival mode because maybe there's a lack here, whether it's financial or material or something superficial, or just because just is something to do. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, July, Leo. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the Justice here. Yeah, this is cause and effect. This is somebody's karma. You or somebody can have Libra in their chart. What's Justice here? I feel like somebody's going to be a mirror and a lesson for someone. Justice. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse, childishness. Somebody could be really immature. And that's what's going to cause a separation between you and somebody is their immaturity. And they're going to have to be accountable for this. Or that's going to be, again, cause and effect. Somebody's really obsessed with their image. They don't know how to express themselves. Somebody has a self-expression issue. It's due to their childhood. Everything stems from your childhood. I know it sounds cliche, but it does. Until people really work through that and want to accept that and realize that, people are going to have the same issues. Y'all going to keep hearing the same type of readings from different readers. It's just y'all going to go, y'all, you know, hey, Ace of Wands in reverse. Or this is, if this is not you, it's somebody else. But if you keep meeting people who are emotionally unavailable, you may have to look at yourself and say, is there something emotionally or unavailable about myself? Because why do I keep having these experiences? Relationships are reflective. Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, moon here, something psychological. It's something on someone's psyche, their subconscious. And the subconscious is so powerful. It controls every little, it controls everything we do. Literally, that's how, and people don't even realize it. That's how powerful it is. What gets spoken to a child when they're young and what the conversations they overhear about relationships, about people, about the world, it influences and shapes a person's view. That's why some people will say, oh, listen to subliminals, because subliminals work. We're always subliminally influenced, especially by conversation, especially when you're young. So even if somebody thought they had a fairly good childhood, maybe it was the relationships that they saw that were modeled, or the way a parent spoke about relationships. The moon here, Cancer energy, could be Pisces too, the moon. Yeah, the Death card in reverse, somebody's fearing change, resisting change. That's why somebody could be repeating a cycle. I just feel like somebody's very impatient. They don't listen to their inner voice. They don't follow their intuition. Some Death card here, you or this person can have Scorpio in their chart. I feel like somebody's refusing to change, or somebody, they fears to change. There's a lot of uncertainty here. And it causes some type of separation. It causes like the spark to, it just causes some type of distance, vulnerability, intimacy issue in someone's connections. The uncertainty of everything. Death card in reverse. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. And this is why somebody's going to always feel abandoned and left out in the cold. Somebody got a scarcity. Somebody has to change this scarcity mindset. The Five of Pentacles. This could be, maybe somebody feels like they're not good enough to have love because of money. I don't know. Something could be even going on with somebody's health as well. And that could be putting a strain on your relationship. Somebody could also be getting bad news here with the Page of Cups in reverse, with the Five of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus. That's a scarcity mindset, a lack mindset. That's abandonment issues. This is like being desolate, being out in the cold, just being abandoned. And somebody has a really big fear of being abandoned. That's what it really stems to. Somebody's very avoidant. King of Cups, Six of Swords upright, King of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords upright, and the King of Swords in reverse. Somebody has they have like a fearful and avoidant attachment style. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's why they don't know how to give and receive love. They could be a bit codependent. They have to always feel needed. Moon and Taurus here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the World here. This cycle needs to close. Somebody's going to have to fully close one thing out before they can jump in. This could even be someone where their relationships overlap because they just don't like to be alone. Or somebody has never been single, really. Or not for long. They go from one person to the next. One marriage to the next. One situationship to the next. Like their situations overlap. Somebody's longing for something that they're not going to get from a relationship, at least not right now. At least not right now, because somebody's priorities are just not straight. They need to work through some type of inner child issue. Yeah, Six of Pentacles is like this is like somebody undervaluing. Somebody also could be worried about being used. Somebody here could even be out of work with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody, yeah, there could be an unequal give and take financially because of where, you know, what somebody got going on, health-wise or financially or, you know, whatever. And that could be causing some type of intimacy. Maybe this could even be a man who feels like if they can't provide, you know, or if you're a woman, you may make more than this person or whatever, but it could be the other way too. But for those of you who are into same sex, just pick and choose who plays the masculine role. Yeah, there could be a strong codependency here that somebody has to someone else. It's like somebody here starts new relationships or they're trying to start something new, but they still have this attachment to their past or someone from their past. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Six of Wands in reverse. Somebody could definitely be dealing with a mother figure, an ex, a friend, a family member who does not want to be left behind. Somebody here could be clout chasing. They want a lot of attention. This person could be very insecure. They need a lot of validation. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this could be who somebody is married to or who they're with. Somebody could even be jealous of their partner's success. Somebody could be jealous of their partner's success because they don't get as much attention or validation. Maybe somebody's with somebody who's really good looking or who's in a public eye. And yeah. And for others of you, this could be someone who just needs a lot of validation. Six of Wands in reverse. Jupiter and Leo. Yeah, the King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a really bitter person. They don't really know who they are. They're a follower. Could even be Capricorn, January Aquarius. They care a lot what people think. Somebody's not rooted and grounded in who they are. King of Swords in reverse. Somebody has like some type of identity issue or image issue. They wear a mask. They're not authentic. King of Swords in reverse. Somebody's not authentic. This could be around their sexuality here with the Lovers. Gemini energy, the Devil in reverse. Capricorn here. I feel like somebody needs to get the Lovers could even be somebody's yin and yang energies, masculine, feminine. But yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Sun here. We have the Moon and now we have the Sun. Somebody's gonna have to find a way to take their power back, detach from a person or a mindset or a bad habit that they're doing. And that could be what somebody is trying to do, but there's fear around this. There's fear around some type of change. Yeah, the Lovers upright. That's alignment. That could even be a choice. What's the Devil? What's the Lovers upright with the Devil in reverse? Yeah, the Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be disconnecting from something or someone that was disappointing. Or somebody has a lot of repressed emotions, a lot of repressed trauma. Maybe somebody could be trying to avoid their shadow side, but they're going to have to learn how to integrate both with the Lovers and the Devil. Yeah, the Hangman here, again, refusing to make a sacrifice, refusing to let something go. Pisces here, you or somebody could be dealing with a Pisces. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse? Unrequited love. A lot. Yeah, something is not reciprocal here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Yeah. What's this Ace of Cups in reverse? Damn, it's the Five. Yeah, there's a disappointment. The Five of Cups flew out. Yeah. Five of Cups here. Maybe somebody's having a hard time leaving behind whatever this disappointment is. But you see how this person is, they're so They're crying over spilled milk here. The Three of Cups that was in reverse we saw earlier. The Two of Cups is still here. So you could be having an issue with somebody that you're connecting with right now because they're going through, they have to, something has to cycle out with this person. Even if they've already walked away from somebody physically, there could just be some emotions that's lingering, or they got some repressed things that they need to acknowledge here. They need to speak up about with the King of Swords. There could be a lack of awareness. Yeah, there's trauma here. Nine of Wands in reverse. What's this? High Priestess in reverse. You have the Four of Wands in reverse, Venus and Aries. So somebody could need to move out. Somebody could be uprooting, moving. Maybe somebody didn't tell you that they live with somebody. There's like instability here. Somebody could be in a very dysfunctional or unhealthy home environment. It could be a bit chaotic. Somebody also can have unsupportive family members here that don't support something as well. Maybe somebody's like, oh, you can't, that's your wife, that's your husband, y'all, you know, you can't leave them, or y'all have kids, or y'all been together a long time, like you just have. But this, I feel like somebody is longing for a new connection. They're longing for someone else or a new relationship. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen and King of Wands in reverse. Something is out, and yeah, the High Priestess, the Hierophant in reverse. Something is out of alignment. Somebody needs to walk away. I feel like somebody has a very important decision to make. They're going to have to choose. Who's going to be Queen of Wands here? This person could be living with someone they have a lot of emotional outbursts. There could be a lot of fighting. This could have been somebody could have made the wrong choice in love. They chose somebody based off of sex or based off of passion, and it was unrequited. It got really crazy fast. They could have even had kids together, moved in together, did whatever they did together. And it's not going too well. Now that somebody has to walk away, maybe even divorce. Somebody could have even been dealing with somebody that's like a bit of a succubus, an incubus, somebody that could have been dabbling into like, you know, like certain type of sexual manipulation, things like that. Aries, Leo, Sag again, Pisces as well, March Pisces, March Aries. Or somebody is dealing with a jealous partner and they don't want to face that. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Somebody sleeping with the enemy. Yeah, I feel like somebody's not really loyal. Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody has a strong hold or pull on somebody. Or not really, but yeah, the Knight of Swords. Somebody could be really combative. They're argumentative. There's a lot of fighting going on. Taurus, Gemini here. Somebody could be born in May. What's the Knight of Swords here? Yeah, the Six of Cups here. Scorpio Sun. Y'all could be seeing 666. Sagittarius got 666. So you or somebody can have Sag in their chart. What's the Six of Cups in reverse? Yeah, the Nine of Cups. You know, yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on. Six of Cups in reverse is like somebody having a rose-tinted view of the past. Somebody could be feeling really nostalgic. It's like somebody's having a hard time walking away from somebody because somebody's not seeing something clearly at all. I don't know what is going on, Aries, but I don't know. Somebody got a hold on somebody. It's like they're whatever this is doesn't really have power and control over this person. With the Devil in reverse. But I don't know if somebody doesn't want to, they don't really want to mourn something. I don't know, you know. Nine of Cups minus the 6 is the Three of Cups. This could be something that was just, this could have been just a casual relationship or casual. Maybe somebody doesn't want to get rid of their options, or this could have been something with a third party or something outside of a relationship that somebody had going on. I don't know, because the King of Pentacles in reverse could be a cheater. This could have been an open marriage or an open relationship and somebody fell in love, or they could have fell in love with the outside person. Somebody here could have even been bringing, you know, people into the bedroom for like all types of things, and somebody's more focused on the third party or the other person than their own relationship or marriage, whatever this is. It's going, I'm getting different things. Why the Nine of Cups is here like that? That's like about satisfaction, pleasure. Nine of Cups. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Somebody's going to have to choose themselves. Whatever, what used to satisfy somebody doesn't satisfy them anymore. Maybe somebody is starting arguments and picking fights with somebody because someone is disconnecting, or they trying to leave. Somebody also could get kicked out a lot and then it's like they go back. It's just something crazy. Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse. It's a mess. Let's get some chakra messages. Yeah, unclear and mental fog. That's why the King of Swords is here. They're not thinking straight. Yeah, somebody could be anxiety and mentally overwhelmed. There's a strong codependency that two people have to each other. Or that this person, you could be, I don't know if you just started getting to know this person or dating this person and you didn't know this. Or you could be the one in this. I don't know. What else? Yeah, feeling unworthy. Somebody really feels like they're not worth much than whatever this is. That's why they stay here. That's why they go back. Subconsciously, if somebody felt like they were worth more, they would not hang around for this. They wouldn't. They wouldn't tolerate this. They just wouldn't. When you like yourself and you know your worth, you don't deal with being discontent or unsatisfied or having your needs unmet or this drama and all this chaos. You don't deal with that. What else? For somebody, there's a farewell here. Something is over. Yeah, unable to express yourself. Somebody could need to do some deep sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra deals with relationships. So somebody needs to work on their sacral and their heart chakra. Maybe somebody feels lonely and misunderstood without this person. Maybe somebody feels like someone just knows them, knows a lot about them, knows them more than anybody, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's like, what if nobody else accepts me for me like this other person does? But I feel like this comes with strings attached. It comes with codependency. It comes with abuse. It comes with toxicity. It comes with just a lot of disappointment, a lot of grief. Is the sex worth it? Is the validation worth it? Is the familiarity worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to ask themselves that. Like, are you fed up enough yet? Unclear and mental fog. Yeah, unstable and insecure. I feel like this is both parties that are unstable and insecure. King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What's feeling unworthy? Yeah, resentment. Somebody could be building up a lot of resentment. But they stayed here. It's like you can only resent people but for so long, especially when you've made, with the justice here, cause and effect. You made your choice. You didn't honor your inner child, your inner emotions, your inner voice. You chose to stay here for whatever reason. You can, I mean, maybe somebody's resentful toward themselves. And even then, if you hold on to unprocessed guilt and resentment, it's going to keep you stuck here. Unable to express yourself. Yeah, close off from the truth. I feel like because somebody doesn't want to be honest about the truth about whoever they're dealing with, it's keeping them, with this King of Swords in reverse, it's keeping them blocked off. Yeah, don't know what to believe. Suppressing negative emotions, wearing a mask, guarded because of past hurt. This is all keeping somebody stuck and disconnected, either in a current situation or, you know, a past one. And if you guys are dealing with this person and you like, why are they being distant? Why are they being this? It's because they still got some healing to do. They got some acknowledgement to do, really. You can't even heal until you acknowledge what the issue is. And I feel like somebody doesn't even want to do that. They won't do it. They won't. They refuse to. really. They don't, I don't know if acknowledging this is going to make them feel weak or make them feel less than, but it's going to keep them stuck, or you. But anyways, flip and switch it. This was your reading, Aries. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. If you want to book a personal, the link is below. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.